Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to begin with a foundation, and this foundation is by the Music Flower brand and it's called the Light Feather Foundation. So this cost me, I think it was about £1.50. So I mean, it's so cheap it kind of makes me doubt it, and I know that sounds awful, but just to be like 100% like real with you, it does, because it's so cheap. I think, oh my gosh, how can it be good? But then AliExpress has surprised me so many times with products that are cheap and they're actually really good. And I have tried a couple of other products by the Music Flower brand that I really like. They are actually right here. Oh sorry, I thought this was by Music Flower, but it's not. So that was awkward, wasn't it? Oh, this one isn't either. Okay. That was very awkward. Anyway, guys, I mean, I thought I had tried out some really good makeup by Music Flower, but I mean, as a brand, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of doubting myself. I have a headache today, guys, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, here she comes again, telling us all about her ailments. What is it, Anwen? Is it sciatica, sinusitis? Have you broken your vagina? Like, what is it? But I know the only reason I'm telling you this is because I've got a headache, and if I'm a little bit like bleh, that's why. You know what I mean? And also I've got a massive spot, and I know it doesn't look probably huge, but it feels huge. Like, I feel like I have another continent forming up on my forehead, so that's great. Okay, but anyway, back to the foundation. So as I said, it costs about £1.50. It claims to be suitable for all skin types. I'm going to read you out what it says on the description. I've got dry mouth, sorry guys, I'm just hydrating my mouth. Provides naturally flawless finish while feeling totally weightless and soft on the skin. Waterproof, long-wearing, anti-aging, moisturizing, irritant-free, won't clog pores. It's perfect for all skin types. So yeah, that's kind of what it says. It doesn't really give us any indication as to what kind of coverage it's going to have. Is it going to look natural? Is it going to look radiant? Is it going to look matte? It's not really giving us a whole lot from the description. So I think the only thing we can do is to actually kind of get it on the face and try it out. I am going to be wearing this for the rest of the day as well, so I will be able to come back and give you a little bit of an update after I've kind of lived in it for a while. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's got a frosted glass bottom with a matte black plastic lid. Will we have a pumpette? Yes, we do. We have a pumpette, which is fantastic. I mean, I think if Music Flower are managing to provide us with a pumpette for £1.50, I think Estee Lauder should not be trying to sell us a pump for their double wear foundation for £5. I think that is an absolute piss take, honestly. I've got this in the shade 06. Oh, sorry, number 106. Where did I get 06 from? Oh, the back. So on the back it says number 6. On the box it says 106. We're just going to go with 6, guys. So I have my sponge here. I don't know why I said here. Oh my gosh, she's on the annoying train today. I'm so sorry, guys. I've got the Juno sponge, which I promise you I've just cleaned it. But I love the Juno sponges, but the only thing I don't like is that I feel like this microfiber finish makes it really difficult to clean, which isn't great. But I have cleaned it, like I promise, like I have, like unlike all of my brushes, I've cleaned this. I'm not wearing any primer. I've just got my moisturiser on. So I highlighted my décolletage. Can you see? I mean, really, guys, she is glowing, but all I can see is my fecking spot. Oh, let me have some coffee. I feel like I've got really bad dry mouth. Oh my gosh, so we've just got back from football because Andres has a match every Sunday, and I'm not a shouty person naturally, and I don't really love football, but there's something about seeing your child out there that just turns you into like crazy shouting soccer mom. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm there going, go on Dre, Jay, get the ball Jay, Jay, run Dre, don't stop running, Jay, move forward, Dre, cover him. Jay, get the fucking ball. I don't know what it is. And it's all, not just me, all of the mums. The dads are quite chilled out, laid back. The mums, oh my gosh, we go hard. And I think it's because we don't have the experience of going to like actual football matches. That, you know, there's something, it just takes over your body. Like today, I was making all of these like really strange noises that I've never made in my life. Going like, ah! Ah! That's probably why I've got a headache. Oh my gosh, yes, that's probably why. Okay, so guys, I'm going to pull myself in. Here I come. That's what she said. I mean, really. Okay, so I'm just going to pump a little bit of the foundation onto my hand. She'll come in a minute, guys. Don't worry. I think she's coming. She's coming. Oh, here she comes. Okay. So this is what she looks like. I'm a tad bit concerned about the shade. I say tad. I'm very worried. But at least it'll cover up my spot, hopefully. So they do sell this foundation in 6 different shades. The darkest shade, honestly, it did not look very dark, but the lightest shade looked like super light. So not an extremely diverse range of shades, unfortunately. Just going off this dollop on my hand, it looks to be quite a thick foundation. Because it's called Light Feather, I had in my mind that it was going to be like more like a serum, like a super light coverage kind of foundation. But this dollop is telling me otherwise. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to get some on my sponge. And I'm going in. I did actually use my like face tanning moisturizer yesterday. So I am actually a little bit more tanned on my face than I would normally be, which I think is going to save me today. But oh my gosh, do you know what? This looks really nice. Can you see? Oh my gosh, I'm kind of liking this. I mentioned in the haul that I've only ever found a couple of foundations from AliExpress that I actually really liked. One was by Fira and one was by Miss Rose. All the others have been absolute shitters. So I'm really hoping that this is going to be a good one. I mean, I don't think the shade is too bad. I mean, yeah, it's not great. And I'm just hoping it doesn't oxidize, but probably will. But it's not looking too bad. And it's actually looking quite glowy. It's got a good amount of coverage. It's looking good. I'm liking it so far. So I'm just going to do... Oh, I'm going to do my forehead. Let's cover up the beast from my vagina. I'm calling it that because I'm just kind of coming off my period. I know, TMI, guys. But I don't know about you, but I find that I get all of the symptoms of PMS like when my period's ending. So I'm not like tearful or, you know, breaking out like pre-period. I'm like, I don't know, I do it post-period. It's kind of like, you know, you had the whole fun of the period and then you have like, you know, the emotions and the fecking spots, and it's just like, great, living my best life. But I suppose, you know, whichever side you got those symptoms on, it like wouldn't be great, would it? Let's face it. Okay, so I feel like I've done this one side now so that you can see. I mean, I know the shade, she's not perfect, but I actually really like the look of this. If you compare against the side that has no foundation on it, okay, and now you look at this side, it actually looks great. And for an AliExpress foundation, this actually has a lot more coverage than, you know, I've experienced in the past. So I'm kind of liking it. And also I'm liking the fact that it's not, well, it doesn't appear to be matte. It is still kind of wet. It's not dried down yet, but it looks really kind of nicely kind of radiant. It's making my skin look healthy. So yeah, bitch, I can get into this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do the other side. You know, like I mentioned as well, that there's six shades. I feel like I may have got the darkest shade. So, you know, if this is the darkest shade, oh my gosh, that's such a piss take. Like, that is such a pecking piss take. Okay, so I've just pumped a little bit more onto my hand just to do the other side. I was just about to say, it's got a really strange soapy smell to it. And then I remembered I've just washed my sponge with hand soap. So I think that explains that. Do you know what? The more I'm kind of putting this on my face, the more orange I'm looking. But I'm kind of not hating it. And why is my forehead looking so shiny? Like, I wear highlighters that don't even look this shiny. So, I mean, I can't say I'm not loving it. Like, this is good. Okay, so this is my whole face covered. I mean, it's so shiny. Like, it is so shiny. And, I mean, yeah, it definitely is not matching my body. Oh, do you know what, guys? Like, it didn't look so bad before, but now, yeah, it looks like my head is not actually attached to my neck, which is quite the look. So yeah, I know that this shade is not right for me, but I actually really like the finish of the foundation. It doesn't seem like it's drying down though, so I mean, I don't know if it's just going to remain being this dewy, which, like, I could get into. Like, if this foundation kind of stayed like this, but if I had it in a lighter shade, I would love it. It would be like my dream finish. But, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes just to see if it dries, and then I'll be back and we can discuss the look of it. I'm going to set my face and then we're going to move on to the next product. I forgot, I've not actually told you what products I'm using today. Now might be a good time. So we are also going to be trying out the Eyeshadow Palette by Novo. This is called the Soft Eyeshadow. It comes in this long, thin, it almost looks like, you know, if you bought a necklace, and this looks like a necklace box. I mean, it could look like lots of other things, like a tampon box, it could be a pill box, it could be a pencil case. So this is what the eyeshadows inside look like. I think this palette looks so dreamy, so beautiful, and it costs £2.09. So if it's good, I just feel like this is going to be like the steal of the century, you know what I mean? You've got a glitter, you've got mattes that they kind of look more like satins actually when you swatch them. You've got two marble eyeshadows and you've got a duochrome. So I'm just actually, do you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to do the swatches. Oh, and also I am going to be trying out a product that isn't technically an AliExpress product, but I thought I would just throw it in a little bit like a surprise. It's not a surprise. It just, I'm saying it's a surprise because it's not from AliExpress, but I really wanted to like give it a go. So this is by NYX and it's one of their new Line and Load liquid lipsticks with a lip liner in one, which I just thought was like a genius idea because especially with shades like this, like I don't really have a lot of appropriate lip liners that would complement this shade. So to be able to buy the actual lip product and the lip liner in one, like yes bitch, yes, I'm all for that. So anyway guys, we're going to move on to the swatches of the palette and then we're going to just to check out what the foundation's doing. Okay, so these are the first two. I do not know why my fingertips are so wrinkly. I have no idea. I wish I could tell you. Okay, so this is... Oh. Okay, so yeah, they don't seem to be showing up all that well. It was a little bit tough just to get my finger in there just because they are quite small, little... what's the word for them? We'll just go with, you know what I mean? They're quite small, but okay. So next we have the marble. Oh, they feel so, oh my gosh, these two feel like cream. Oh, holy vaginas, they feel like cream, guys, so that's good. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh guys, sorry, I know I'm so annoying, but these look actually like really beautiful. I feel like those first two were like you know what I mean, but those two shimmers I feel are really good. They definitely felt, you know, like they felt mousse like kind of. Anyway, so we're going to move on to the next two. So we have a matte and we have another of the marbleized shimmers. I mean, yes. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Okay, and then we have the matte. I think the actual colour story of this palette is really, really beautiful. Okay, so these are the final two. We have a matte, but actually it looks more like a satin. It certainly has a little bit of like a creaminess to it. And we have a pressed glitter. Okay. Okay, so there we go. I am extremely excited about those shimmers, but I do believe that I'm going to have to build the mattes up. But I think it's important to say that Novo is a Chinese brand, and it is very popular in, like, you know, the eastern countries like China, Korea. They do tend to gravitate more towards more sheer, understated, kind of natural makeup. They like just like a little, tiny little something something, as opposed to us over here in the West. I say us, like I'm assuming that everyone that watches my channel is in the West, and that's wrong of me. So I'm gonna just like rephrase that. So I'm reversing back. I'm kind of climbing myself out of the hole. So in the Western world, we tend to, you know, like to just, we love extravagance, drama, intensity. Do you know what I mean? I keep catching sight of my face and I'm just like, whoa back, girlfriend, whoa back. So before we get into the eye look, I'm just gonna look at my face. I mean, it's actually made my skin look flawless. It's made my skin look glowing, like literally glowing with health. So I'm really, really liking that. I don't think it's going to dry. I think this is just how it looks. I mean, look at that level of shine. And I know I've got my lights on, but still, holy feck, this is shiny. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to set my face, I'm going to bronze, probably do my eyebrows, and then I'll be back and we're going to try out the eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, so guys, I just went into the bathroom to go to the toilet because I really needed a wee, and I caught sight of my face in the mirror, and I don't know if the lights like are actually making this foundation look like it matches me more than it actually does. But guys, look at this shit show. I mean, look at this. And just look how shiny it is, and that's with my lights off. So, I mean, the shade is a total fail for me, but yeah, I'm still loving the look of it. Also, I did just want to show you like what I'm going to do. I mean, I know some of you may not be interested, but I figure this is a testing out AliExpress makeup video. So again, I just wanted to give you a few updates. You know that I am in love with the DSM Mineralized Face Finishing Off Powder. That just made me laugh inside because I'm so immature. This is a definite dupe for the Hourglass Ambient Lights. Cost you an arm and a leg, £1 million in your firstborn powders. So I'm going to use this to set my face. This just, I just think this just, it gives your skin a little bit of a glow, which I know I do not need any more of that right now. But yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful like setting powder slash finishing powder. It just finishes everything off and makes your face look so good, so flawless. I've been using this every day. This is my brand new everyday fave. Look, we've still got a lot of glow. Like, even after I've set this foundation, you know, you've got a whole lot of dewiness. If this foundation doesn't start patching up and just coming off my face, you know, within a couple of hours, I'm definitely going to buy a lighter shade because I absolutely love the finish of it. I mean, feck off Armani with your luminous silk foundation. We don't need it. Feck off Charlotte Tilbury with your magic foundation. We don't need it. We have Music Flower for £2. It's not even £2, it's £1.50. I mean, really, who is the winner? Who is the winner? And if you buy it too, do you know what I mean? Okay, so the next little update I wanted to tell you about was the Butter Bronzer. So I tried this out really recently, but this now is my brand new bronzer bay. Like, I use this every single day now. This is just the perfect shade for my skin. It's got a bit of luminosity to it, blends out beautifully. It just is great. So I'm going to apply this as my bronze. Not that I need any more bronzing, but can you see, like, if you compare like this side to that side? Oh yes, here she comes. Here she comes. I mean, really, guys. Do you ever find, right, oh no, this is like a little bit sexual, okay, but I wanted to say it. You know, if you're like in the act, doing your thing, you know, and I don't know if this is like just me, but I just seem to like become American. Not like, I just get an American accent, so I'll be like, oh yeah, ooh, oh, that's good. I don't know why I do that. And obviously if you're American, then, you know, you probably naturally will be doing that anyway. But I don't know any of my British people out there. Do you suddenly start to like speaking American when you're lovemaking? I know that's completely random, isn't it? You didn't expect to be thinking about this today, but it just comes out. Like, it's just natural. It's just, you know what my body does? It's just like, oh yeah, bitch. Anyway, guys, right, so we have bronze, we have set the face. I think the foundation is looking majestical, and I know it's not matching my skin, but it looks majestical, like the finish. So we are, oh, I'm going to do my eyebrows, actually, if you don't mind. I'm going to do my eyebrows, and then I'll be back, and we're going to try out the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I've done the eyebrows. I just put a little bit of blush on. I know you always like to know, so I'm going to tell you. So for blush today, I actually used the NARS Gaiety blush, which is a beautiful pink, but with slightly kind of lilac-y undertones. It's a gorgeous blush. And then on top of that, because yes, I am that bitch who is extra, I used a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. It's not skin finish, sorry, made that up. It's a MAC Mineralized Blush, and this is in the shade Just a Wisp. This is one of my all-time favourites. I just put a tiny bit of this on the top. So, okay, I'm now finally ready to jump into the eyeshadow palette. So, I think I've worked out as well why this palette is as cheap as it is, and I think it's because you barely get any product. Just from the swatches I did, I don't know, I feel like I could have maybe almost hit pan on the pink one, so I think potentially that's why it's super cheap. But anyway, we're going to begin today, and I'm going to start with this kind of mauvey shade. And now, because these do behave and feel like creams, I think I don't know if I'm going to struggle a little bit to apply it with a brush, but we're going to do it anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't really have any other option, so I'm just going in. Not actually done anything to my eyes today, you know, in terms of like prepping them for this. My poor eyes are going to be thinking, oh my gosh, she has not even got us ready for this. Okay, so I mean, you can definitely see it there. I'm rather like surprised, but very happily surprised, just based on the swatches. They looked kind of sheer, but like you can see her, so that's good. Although, just to show you what I am doing, as opposed to like, you know, just dipping my brush in, I'm going like this, you know, to try and dig up the product. So yeah, I'm kind of, you know, I am digging in, but I'm kind of liking what we're seeing, or what I'm seeing. Sorry guys, I don't want to speak for all of you. You might be sat there saying I'm hating what I'm seeing, and hear me like, oh yes, we're happy with what we're seeing. God, can you still see my spot? I mean, look, it's just trying to take over the world. What will it stop at? I just don't know. Okay, so that's kind of one eye done. So next, I'm going to go in with this beautiful rosy pink shade. I'm kind of like almost like, I don't know, I'm not just like going in like that like I usually do. I'm kind of going like that. Do you know what I mean? So I've got quite a lot on my brush. Oh, do you know what? I love it. I love it. I love it. Did I mention I love it? Like, this is so gorgeous. It just looks expensive. Really expensive. Like, it looks so good. Yes, sign me up. I'll take it all. I'll have everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the, oh, should I go in with the brown? I'll go in, I don't really want to because I'm loving what's going on here. So I'll go in though because we're testing out the makeup, so I feel like I should. So I'm going in with a much smaller brush. There's a little bit of fallout, but not a whole lot. Again, I think because these are more of like a cream. I think as well, because they're more of a cream than a powder, they are just very easy to blend. And I do believe that you could also use your finger with these as well and get really good results. Okay, so I mean, that's not done a whole lot. And actually, I don't really like it because I kind of like the pink look we were going with. So I'm just going to dip right back into the rosy pink. Notice as well how I'm not actually, you know, kind of switching my brush. That's because I'm a basic bitch. I mean, really, these shadows are so forgiving. Like, if you struggle with eyeshadow, I think that you would really find these super kind of user friendly and just like really kind of easy to blend. They're like super low maintenance. Okay, so next I am going to go in with my finger, and oh my gosh, we're spoiled for choice, but I think I'm gonna go I'm gonna go for this shade. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go for this shade. I mean, oh fuck yes, this is good. Look at that. I mean, oh, it looked better when it was going on, but I'm actually going to go into the pink as well, just because I kind of want some pink action. Can you see that? That is absolutely, it's just so gorgeous. You know what? I know it's quite simple, but I am just so impressed and excited by how easy this palette is to use. You could even use this palette, I bet, without a brush. Like, I'm going to just try it now to test my theory. Sorry, I was just looking for wipes, and they're down here. Someone put them down here. I don't know who did that. Okay, so I've now cleaned my finger, and I am wiping my wet finger on my top to dry it, because that's kind of basic bitch I am. But I'm going to just try my theory to see, could I, you know, use my finger to apply these? Because they definitely feel cream-like, and you can, like, you definitely can. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to just do that. Yeah, don't think of these as your typical powder eyeshadow. These are not your typical powder eyeshadow. This is like a really easy formula to work with. I know I've said that like millions of times, but like, I mean it. Like, look at this. This is the kind of palette that I would take on holiday with me, because you wouldn't have to also bring along like loads of makeup brushes, because you could literally just apply any of these shadows with your fingers, which is great. Okay, fucking easy as feck. I am just going to use a brush though, just to add in the pink. Okay, and under the eye, I'm going to go in with the beautiful rosy pink, because it's my favourite shade in the palette. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Mauve shade. We are going to go in with the shimmer. And you know what? On this other eye, I'm going to go in with the duochrome shade. You know, on top, just to give it a little bit of va-va-voom. But oh my gosh, guys, like, I really love this. I really love it. I just think it was so quick to create this look, and this is like my perfect palette, not only for the shades but for the formula, for the fact that, like I said, you just don't have to use brushes with it. So oh yes, winning. They did release another one with a slightly different kind of colour story to it, but this one was the one that like I like best. So, oh my gosh, like, yes bitch, yes, I'm in. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to do my mascara, and then we're going to move on to the lip product, which is not going to in any way complement the eyes, but we're going to do it anyway, but why not? Okay, so I'm back, and you will notice I have done my lips because I just kind of decided against the trying the NYX product because I just thought it wouldn't complement the eye look, honestly, and so I didn't. So we'll come back to that. I hope that you're not disappointed, but anyway, I am going to just finish this portion of the video here because I am going to be keeping the makeup on my face now for the next few hours so that we can kind of test out the foundation over a longer period of time. But just going off the first impressions, I think this foundation is pretty flawless. This is it's absolutely gorgeous. I really like the look of it. It feels really comfortable as well on my skin. It does have a tiny emollient feeling, but it's barely anything. I would definitely describe this foundation as being a dewy finish, probably medium coverage. I really like it, but if this is actually the darkest shade, then I do think that that is very disappointing indeed. I think that the eyeshadow palette is absolutely phenomenal. Like, I can't recommend it enough. Particularly if you're a fan of cream makeup products, or you know, you just like an easy life, you want makeup that's quite low maintenance, makeup that you can do in 2 minutes, I think that you would really like one of these eyeshadow palettes, and I hope that they do bring out some more with some different shades in. Yeah, I'm in love with the eyeshadow palette. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go off. I'm off to put Hoover, actually. Nothing really that fun, but I'm off to Hoover and just do like Sunday kind of things, you know, the ironing, unloading the laundry. I mean, all of the fun stuff. All of the fun stuff, guys, I know. But anyway, I will be back soon and I will let you know how everything's gone. Hello there, so I am back. So I don't know why I say I'm back so aggressively, but I am back. So it's been a good few hours. I've had the makeup on all day, and I just wanted to come back and give you a little bit of an update on the foundation. Yes, I believe it has oxidized even more over the last few hours. But what I'm really pleased to say is I think it's actually lasted incredibly well, considering that we have the heating on full blast in the house. I've literally just not stopped moving. I've been doing my favourite jobs. I've been unloading all the laundry, I've been ironing, I've been tidying up, I've been dusting, I've been doing all of my Sunday day activities, which if I could persuade Elon Musk to invent some kind of fairy for me to do it, I would, but no, I've been doing it. So yeah, I've been here, there and everywhere. I'm feeling pretty sweaty right now, and my face definitely does feel quite oily in a way. It's nothing terrible. Like, it's kind of certainly not uncomfortable enough that I just would dismiss this foundation, would not wear this foundation again. But overall, I really like the foundation. I think it's made my skin look really good. I know the shade doesn't match, we know. I am definitely going to be buying this foundation in another shade because I do really like the formula, and I really like how it looks. I think out of all of the foundations that I've tried from AliExpress, even the Miss Rose one that I really like, I prefer this one because it's got more coverage to it. Just to show you, in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, which probably is most of the time. Oh, where's my foundation? Oh, here it is. This is the Miss Rose foundation that I really like. This is called the Purely Natural Foundation. It's called foundation, but I think it would be more fun if it was called foundation. This is beautiful. It's quite similar to this foundation in that it's very dewy, but it has barely any coverage. But this foundation, I would definitely say it's like a medium. Like, I've not even thought about my spot for the past few hours, and I think it's because this foundation's covered it up so well. So what I will say is, if you like a dewy, radiant foundation that makes your skin look flawless, lasts well over time, but does feel a slight bit oily. Like, I do actually feel that if you've got very oily skin, this foundation may not be the best for you, just because it is more of like a dewy foundation. And like, as I've been like going about my business, I definitely can feel that, you know, once like my oils are kind of mixing in a little bit, and it's creating like an oily, oh, not very nice thought. But anyway, guys, I definitely recommend the foundation. It's so affordable. I just would say give it a go and see. I'm going to be buying the lighter shade, so once I've got that, I may even like, I'd probably just include it in another video, like testing out AliExpress makeup. Maybe I'll just pop it, you know, on in that video, just so you can see what the lighter shade is like. But yeah, I think it's good. I am loving the eyeshadow. I'm going to wear this to work tomorrow, but it was so easy to apply. Like, literally, if you're the kind of person that is always like in a rush in the morning, like, I'm going to explain every single one of you here, but you're always in a rush in the morning, you just don't have enough time to sit there and be blending, then I think this palette would be a great one for you. Also, did you notice as well, I completely forgot to do my mascara. I mean, there's no surprise there, is there? But anyway, I popped on some mascara since you last saw me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching the video.
Wow, that's Unitarian's hair. Archibald wasted no time eating his grand prize.
Rise and shine.
So good. So good.
Oh, hello there. So I have worn the Novo eyeshadow palette today because I absolutely just like loved it so much yesterday. It was so easy to use and quick, so I thought, yes, I'm definitely going to wear it today. So I've worn it all day today in the office, and I've got a little bit of a criticism. Okay, so it's definitely not as perfect as I originally thought, because what I noticed is that it's been creasing on my lids. Can you kind of see there and there how it's just kind of creased, and it's kind of sank into those pesky lines on my eyelids. I didn't really notice that happening last time at all, but I've had the eyeshadow on for a lot longer today, just like milling about, you know, in the office, getting pissed off. No, not really, but it's been Monday in the office, so there's been a lot going on. So yeah, it's definitely creased, but I mean, it is what I would describe as being a cream product, so like, I'm not really surprised that it's creased. I just think that's the nature of the beast. But I did feel it pertinent to come back and tell you, so that you had all of the info, and then you can make an informed decision whether you do want to go ahead and buy the palette. What I would say though is it is super affordable, and I think if you're gonna maybe not have it on your eyes for a long time, or, you know, you don't mind just kind of like tapping your eyelids every so often, because I did notice it like a couple of hours ago, and I just kind of tapped, you know, my eyelids and rubbed a little bit, and the creasing, like, if you see, like, the creasing has kind of gone away now. So, you know, you could do that if you wanted. I don't know if we should be doing that. I just don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know. But I mean, I still love the palette, and I still definitely will use it, but it's one of those that it's low maintenance to apply, but high maintenance once it's on your eyes, because you're gonna have to be like, you know, doing a little bit of like, you know, maintaining of the product. But I still love it. Like, I can't knock it. I think it's great. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you that update, and yeah, okay, this is awkward. I don't know how to end the video, so yes, okay, just yes, I'm going yes.